And one fish, two fish. And one fish, two fish. And a red fish, blue fish. Oh, I got some bad latency. Oh, I'm watching YouTube. That's why I got such bad latency. And one fish, two fish. All right, YouTube is good. We'll double check Twitch here. All right, YouTube is good. Twitch is good. All right. Happy National Peach Day. Yeah, we like them big, round, and juicy, right, Charles? How you doing today, Charles? Yo, it's Willie. We are working on Vampire Outfit. We are currently in Blender. I think, did I get this set up in Daz? I got my boots started, so those are going to be the boots that are going to go with this. We got our little dress, and that's kind of I managed to do this collar. I did that in Blender. So I'm relatively optimistic that this is a good direction to go in. So we're going to pop over here to Daz and take a look at where I left off in Daz. I think because I have a generic the G9 base shape there, I probably have started setting this up in Daz. So we'll take a look at that. Then we'll pop back into Blender, do a little bit of work there. See if we can get this stuff out here and see if we can get the dress, get everything over into Substance Painter tonight. We'll see how that goes. Oh, and the graduation, the grad's outfit, I submitted that to CG Bytes today. So hopefully that'll be ready in the near future. But we're looking at Dark Blood. That's what we're looking at today. Dark Blood G9 clothing, me, Dark Blood G9. There we go. And I think we had cleaned up the materials. I think that's where we are. Let's take a look at what settings we got going on here. I don't want simulation settings. We want parameters. We're going to take a look at mesh smoothing. Mesh smoothing is on. Mesh resolution is high. Mesh smoothing is set to generic. So we're in good shape here. That don't look like the costume she wore. Which one? Which? This isn't the costume from Transylvania's 5000. This is a different one. That one I'm going to call Miss Transylvania. This I'm going to set up and get to Daz. Miss Transylvania I'm kind of planning to do for CG Bytes. I had an idea for another outfit. So how many outfits? I was thinking I might do a John Carter. I'm doing both. I'm going to do both. I am doing both. I just started this one first. So the plan is to take maybe 2 weeks to get the other one done. I'm going to try to get this one done early next week. And then I want to do a John Carter outfit, which is basically kind of a loincloth thing with a giant belt and a harness and a sword and scabbard. I think I'm going to give him a helmet and he gets boots. And I don't know about, I like Van braces, so he might end up getting bracers anyhow. Although I don't know if Frazetta ever do those. Anyhow, let me finish the boots though. I have to figure out what foot pose I need for those boots. I'm gonna bounce back and forth here. This isn't quite ready. but we're really close. And I'm gonna put a zipper on here, but do I want to model that in? You know what? I think I'm gonna model the zipper in because I don't need it to zip up and down. So I think I'm just gonna, although I will put the tab, we'll stick the tab on as a separate part so that it can move. But other than that, anywho, let me save this. Let's make sure we're running the DAS presets. I'm going to say boots with an S. Do that. Export that. Let's take a look. We want to, I basically need to get this. I have to pose the Genesis 9 for these so I can see what I'm doing. And then we'll load this in so I can pose the feet. Normally I will pose feet in increments of 5, so we'll see how that works out. Import boots. There it is. It's .obj's .obj. That's probably what I just saved because that would be the way I do things. There we go. Okay, let's see. We're going to bend the foot somewhere around there. That's about 35 maybe. Then we'll take the toes and run them the other way. Then we're going to export out the figure so we can kind of tweak the sizing of the foot to the okay, so this is minus 35. And then I'm just going to export that. G9. G9 feet. Oh, am I importing? I'm importing. Let's try that again. Here's my export button. Let's also save out the G8 feet while we're here. So let's get G8 in here. We'll pose the G8 feet the same way. Well, that's being slow. I'm going to hide you. I'm going to get you out of the way so you're not covering chat. Thank you. Okay, now we'll import G8, G9 feet. I don't need G9. So we just need to make a little bit of fitting. We need to pull everything down a little bit on the sole. And then we need to pull this out a little bit. Let's start with the boot sole. Let's add a little bit of that. We'll do some smoothing. I'm going to pull that down. We're going to adjust that fall off. And what I want to do is I want to get that so that that's not poking through the sole anymore. So that's looking fine. I'm just going to grab this and just slide it over a little bit. So that probably should be a good fit. I need to go get a zipper so I can line it up at the top here. And then we have to do some material zones. Let's do a file import. I think I've got a zipper OBJ somewhere. Probably a folder called odds and ends is where I used to keep this stuff. It has been a little while since I've been in the odds and ends folder, so hopefully it's still there. I'm not seeing it. I must have cleaned it up onto another drive. We're going to open up everything and I'm going to search for it with this. Odds. Odds and ends. There is one in D projects. I'm in D projects. It's supposed to be in here somewhere. Are you? Oh, you know what? Blender wasn't sorting right. I think Blender was kind of trying to do a version of recent, but not very good. Hold on a second. All right, coming back. Are we back? We're back. I have a thing called Zipper right here. Let's take a look at that. No, that's the fancy zipper we made for Daria. Um, it's something like this. Zipper slide probably will be good, or this one. March 2025. You know what? I'm gonna try it. That looks like my most recent zipper slide. There we go. And then what we're going to do is we'll put a rigid follow node in here and we'll attach the pool to that later on. But for right now, I'm just gonna, it's got a whole bunch of sharps. We're gonna just clear those out. And I'm gonna rename you boot. So everything for the boot's gonna say boot. I'm gonna join those together. Oops, I still got stuff selected over there. We're close. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. I want to make that a little bit smaller just because I wasn't paying attention to how big I needed this channel to be. And we're just going to stick that up here. And we'll sink this in a little bit. Kind of like that. We'll put a zipper texture in underneath that. But that should be good. Almost good. Okay, we got a, so that's got a material. This, we're going to work on this. I think boot zipper slide. Did I thought I changed your name. Didn't I? I guess not. It still says zipper slide. I could have sworn I went and did this. I may have fat fingered it undo. Okay, so that's good. This is good. Boot sole is good. Everything else is probably boot, which is probably fine. I like that. And cuff. You know what? I'm going to hide those for a minute. I'm going to hide that. So I'm going to call this boot. which is probably this one right here. And then I think I need to look up names of parts of a boot again. I'm just going to call that boot. I'm going to call this boot toe because I know that was part of that group. Boot toe. Here we're going to Google parts of a boot. Because I don't want to call the heel. There's another name for the heel to not be confused with the heel. Is it felting? Work boot anatomy. It's not pointing to the counter. That's it. It's the heel counter. That's what it is. This is the heel counter. I'm just going to say boot. I'm going to say boot heel counter. We'll spell the whole thing out. There we go. And let's assign that. Oh, this is, I'm going to call that a cuff. Okay, and then I'm going to break up the sole. Okay, so that's the midsole. Boot midsole, assign, we'll hide as we go. I need a heel cap in here. I don't have one yet. Let's get that in here. That went too far. I think that's good. Let's look at this from the back. Let's extrude. Oops, let's turn that off. I'm dragging everything with me. There we go. And we're just going to kind of line this up with this. Should be good. That's the heel cap. Another. I'm using underscores because Blender will add those in when it exports an OBJ anyhow. Alrighty, and then I'm going to call that the heel. That's the reason why I couldn't call the other part just heel, because this is actually what tends to be called the heel. Boot heel. And we'll assign that. I think that's probably good to go. I think we're ready to start UV mapping. I'm probably going to put a couple of mark seam there. I might need some more seams, but we'll do it a few steps at a time. I probably should give these colors too. Although, you know what? I might do that in DAZ. I'll do that in DAZ because we're going to export out all three of these together to go into Substance Painter. But we do want to do the UV editing. Okay, we'll do this like a one at a time. So what we do is come in here, select. I don't know, do I need to, I think I need to be on the, I think I need to select this edge in here. Actually, I can just hide this zipper. Actually, since we're here, we'll unmap the zipper. And I'm just going to stick that over on the side. I'm going to straighten that up so it's a nice, neat, easy to work with line. Like this. I do it. Actually, did I get UV spheres? Let's try UV spheres. Nope. There we go. That didn't work out. Am I missing something in here? Oh, UV spheres didn't like that. I could fix that. Get rid of that. So what I want to do is I think I'll just merge those. Because that's kind of what we got going on here. I'm not sure I want to leave it like that though. I think I'm better off UV mapping it than just manually straightening up the edges in retrospect. Nope, let's not do it that way. Let's do it like that. Yeah, that's better. Then I can scale X 0, scale X 0, and scale X 0 should be good. We'll come up here. This probably should have, what have I got going on up there? Do I have faces on the inside here I don't need? I'm not seeing any. Oh, I could. I'm too close. Not really. You know what? I think these. Yeah, this should be part of boot actually. Those are assigned to the wrong thing. Um, or a booty. Yes, Mr. Willie. I'm just manually lining these up. Probably good. We'll run you through. Scale Y 0. Scale Y 0. You know what? That's probably good enough. Let's just I'm just gonna. How did the hell did I get the select circle? That's probably going to be good for that. All right, moving along. You know what? That's not too bad. I'm just going to get you out of the way for now. Okay, let's get the boot toe. Okay, let's do the boot sole. Dang it. Boot sole select. I'm not seeing. I see it there. A boutique. It's definitely a boutique. That's probably good. Boot zipper we did. Boot zipper slide is done. The boot heel counter is good. The boot cuff probably fine. The midsole, I need to add a couple of loop cuts for the midsole. I'm just gonna put, we'll just put a cut there, mark a seam, and we'll just mark a seam right in the back. That reminds me, I probably should. I don't think I've got, I need a seam. I want to put a seam right through here. And then we'll do it on the other side. Okay, midsole. Probably good. Heel cap. I'm just going to add a couple of little seams right here and here on the edges of this. That looks fine. What do we got? And boot heel. All right, looking good. Okay, now we're going to scale it all. Actually, no, I'm going to select everything except for this. I'm going to mark UV islands. We'll do this thing right here. Seams from islands. There we go. You're not going away. All right, let's pack all of this. Oh, you need a seam in you, don't you? And I know where it's right down in here. I need a seam right there. I think, is that what's holding me? Yeah, I thought I marked that. I don't think I must. Let's try this again. That's better. I'm going to pack that with the UV Pack Master. Okay, we want to pack this in just half the box. Well, this is really small, so I think I can pack it in here and then fit it manually. But for this, we want this on one half, and then we can do the flip the normal thing. That just doesn't go away, does it? Oh, there it goes. So let's try this again. There we go. We're going to come over here. Oh, down here. No, not there. Advanced packing options. There we go. Custom target box. Yes. 0, 0, and 0.5 and 1. That gives me a box that'll be just on one half of it. Like that. Now let's see if we can kind of get this packed. So let's do the adjust TD to unselected. I wish you had. And then I'm going to pack you without scaling or anything. Instead of max scale, we're going to say fixed scale. So it's just going to pack what we already got. I should make a teeny box for that. I should just pack this in the square and then just shrink it down to that. Because that doesn't need to be that precise. So I'm going to turn off the fixed scale and go back to max scaling. I'm going to turn the custom target box off. And then I'm going to just pack the... That's really loose. That's better. I'm just going to put that up in this corner here. Which is still actually larger than it really is, but that's fine. Okay, this is good. I think our boot is all good to go. All right, let's put a mirror modifier on here. Generate mirror. We'll come over here into the data and we'll make sure that our UVs are mirrored on the U axis. And this should be good to go. Let's export U. I'm going to export over that. We're going to say, if I screwed this up last time, I could still say boots G9. And let me just do a basic rigging job on this. I don't want to swap. I want to go left to right. Nope, I went the wrong way. Right to left. That's good. All right, we're going to get rid of you. We're going to bring in our boots. Accept that. All right, let's rig it up. Actually, what I got to do with this. So we're going to take you and we're going to edit bake joint rotations. I'm getting a little bit of poke through on these ankles. You know what? It's because the joint rotations. Dang it. I forgot to do something. I got to reload. Reload and reset. We'll save the foot pose before I forget this time. So, if you remember, that was 35. Toes are minus 35. So when I baked joint rotations, my correctives shifted on us. So I forgot what we have to do is we have to say currently used. And we want to kind of pay attention to these. So we're going to reset those. Let's shift YU, right to left. Currently used. So we want to note what these are. Let's say new. That way I can see what these are, so we can reset these after we bake the joint rotations. Okay, now we're going to reset these. 53.8 and 53.8 and 58.3 and 58.3 should be good. Okay, now I think we're ready to just put this on. Transfer tool. Genesis 9. Hey, Fallen Learns, how you doing? I'm rigging boots. We're doing a vampire outfit. And these are going to be the boots that are going to go. This is the Dark Blood. We're going to rig the Dark Blood boots. No template. Thank you very much. I'm just going to half-ass these boots. I'll tweak on them later. Yeah. We got the boots made. I don't know. We got the dress in Daz. I've started on the collar, so we're going to swoop back in here and get the collar. But that's basically what the outfit's going to be. Dress, collar, and boots. And then we're going to put spiderweb patterns on stuff. Maybe I think I got like spider webs and bats. So maybe we'll do that. I think this is good. Did I have to I think I was supposed to do something with these. I'll figure it out. I'm just going to save this. And I'm going to come back to fixing the boots later. Oh no, I don't have a Fallen Learns command. Before we get this saved out, let's do a couple of things here. Oh, I know. I think I have to zero these out, don't I? Is that what it is? Yeah, that's the ticket. Anyhow, I'm going to save this. We're going to come back to it in a short bit. We're going to finish up some details on the collar. And we are going to get this over into Substance tonight. I'm optimistic. We're not going to get it on. Am I going to get the boots on Genesis 8 tonight? I don't know if I'm going to get the boots on Genesis 8 tonight. We'll see. Let's put our generic shader on there. Let's come over here. Let's convert to sub D. I'm going to go ahead and put the smooth modifier on here for now. Let's pop real quick into the scene identifier. Let's clean that up so it just says boots. And I'm going to switch the content type to be follower, wardrobe, footwear. Probably good for now. And we're going to save you Dark Blood. There we go. People, Genesis 9, clothing, me, Dark Blood, right there. So that's the start of the boots. Product, Dark Blood, me, Dark Blood boots, and the rest of that looks good. Okay. Okay, this I don't need anymore because it's broken. We broke it. We done broke it good. I'll load another one in. Let me work on the collar. I actually pulled the collar off part of the collar of the dress to get it going. So there's still some stuff. There's a whole bunch of little points in here we don't need. Those I can get rid of. Are you not expanding? It's like my control key. Arg. I got a hot mess over here. I'm going to take a look at that and see if we can fix it. you know what? Let's turn that off for a little bit. And let's hide that and that. I think that's okay. That's my trim. Um, and I think I've got a collar edge in here somewhere. Yeah, let's set up materials for this. Am I not? Do you really have all of that in here? Dang, dog. Let me see if I can just... Color... Color... Trim... Color spike. Okay, that should be good. Oh, I got something weird going on here, don't I? I got a lot of those. Is that what my problem is? I think I've got something filled in here on top of. Can I just select? You're not supposed to be there. Bad boy. I wonder if there's an easy way to clean this up. I kind of think there might be. That looks like there's something amiss. Ooh, I don't need that. All right, I think we're getting there. Oh, I lost my little sharp point though. I'll have to add it back in. And you know what? If I broke it in one spot, I probably broke it in them all. Because that's just the way we roll around here, isn't it? Let me get rid of these, then I'm going to do a mass merge. And I gotta rebuild my pointy spikes. My ever so cool pointy spikes. You know what? I could do multiples of these at once. I don't know why I'm not. Okay, let's try 1A merge by distance. I'm hoping that's good. Let's see if we got any more issues going on. I don't think so. That's a little stress. So did I lose? Okay, I think my merge distance was too large for that. I want to keep this edge. And then I just want to pop loop cuts through there and there, there and there. And I want to get my pointy bits back. think I'm going to adjust these. They're a little off. I'm going to get rid of you. And we're paying attention to what we're doing. So I need to do a little cut through there. And I'll tweak these. Actually, you're probably going to come in here. You're probably going to line up right about there. You did not cut the way I wanted you to cut, so let's do this in baby steps. All right, one down, a whole bunch more to go. Delete that. Just this. Take the clamp off, type in, take the clamp off, or else I can't. If I have the clamp on, I can't type in here. Like that. So I think I'm going to do those, then we'll go back and fix the trim portion. So we slide back, hold the Alt key down, and then we can slide out that way. I'm doing that instead of using this other point just because I can keep that nice and straight when I do it this way. Otherwise, I can't really eyeball that in as well as I would like. Hold the Alt key down, slide that up, uncheck clamp, type in minus 0.4. This way we're getting them all nice and even. GG, oh, wrong one. GG to activate slide, hold the Alt so we can slide out. Clamp, minus 0.4, okay. And then what we're going to do is we'll do a couple of little knives. I'm going to knife these 2 points. Then I'm just going to knife a little bit through there. Let me take those, merge it last. There's a point back in here I can't see. There it is. Merge it last. And keep going around. Do the same thing here. Clickety click. I love the way Blender remembers where to leave my cursor for those. So K key for the knife. Hit enter. K. Enter. Oops, I merged the wrong one. Oops. There we go. Moving along. This isn't symmetrical. It's just because I pulled it off the collar and the collar is not exactly symmetrical. Otherwise, I would just chop it in half and mirror it. but because I just pulled this out of the collar, I can't quite do that. So I get a little extra work. I think this is the last one because I already did the first one. I missed. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. I'm assigning materials now. So I'm grabbing the center line. I'm going to see if I can get away with just expanding it one, if that'll work. Like that. Switch to that. I probably picked up part of this edge here, but we can fix that. And so I think that's the spike. I don't want to hide that because what I want to do is select you and you wrapped all the way around here. Only thing is I don't need it. Or do I want it to go over the spike? I don't think so because the spike's going to have thickness. So we're just going to deselect the spike parts. This will give me a little trim on the very edge when we put a transparency on it. There we go. Should be good. I want to make the... I don't know, do I have... I do, but I'm not showing it right now. So I want to make the spikes thick. I want to leave the rest of it thin. So for my next trick, I'm going to pull the spikes and extrude them. Or I'm thinking the easiest thing is to just kind of dupe them, and then extrude them, and then I can weld them back onto here. And maybe I want to just separate them out for a minute while I do that. You know what? I'm going to... Here, let's make a copy of this before I really... So let's select the spikes. So I'm going to separate that into their own little easy to work with group. Select all of those. Oh, you know what? I just should put a solidify on here. Too bad I can't get the solidify to go both ways. Oh, I can try this. Let's try this. So extrude along normals, just pull those up just a little bit, right? Then Control I to get the unselected stuff. Delete faces. Now I can use a solidifier to punch in just a little bit. And I still have my backup. And the reason I want the backup is I want the... Okay, yeah, this is going. I have an idea what I'm doing. Okay, then we put the solidify on here. And then what I think, how do we look? Yeah, kind of like that. We're getting there. I can bring this back into here, weld those points, and then sharpen up the corners. So I think what I need to do... This gets tricky. I need to kind of put cuts in here or something. Or do I even want to bother with that? Maybe just get rid of these points. Leave these like this. I'm thinking. Yeah, I think I'm just going to apply the solidify. Right. Hey, DZ, how are you doing, buddy? I'm working on a vampire outfit. I'm working on the collar right now. We quickly, there we go. We quickly got the boots dumped into to Daz. Adding these little spiky things onto my collar. That didn't go right. My collar's not symmetrical because I pulled it off the collar of the dress. And because I did the dress in Marvelous Designer, it's not symmetrical. So unfortunately, I can't just mirror because I want this to line up geometry wise with what the dress has got. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it. And yes, I'm still saying that. We were saying that in the 80s. Dude, am I there yet? I think I'm about there. All right, I think I'm going to dupe these and hide them in a collection. There's these little points on the ends here that I want to get rid of. And then I want to merge these. And then I think that's going to be my collar. But first, let's do that so I have a copy. Let's do a new collection. Let's call you collar. And then I can just hide the other stuff. And I know it's back there in case I screw this up. So the plan is, and we'll do these at center. Oh, one more. And then these, I've got these little points out here. Can I just get rid of you guys, or was that going to cause me problems? I don't think so, because I've got this stuff going on down here. Although, let's hide you. So you can see these are the shapes I pulled those spikes off of. Um, let's do that. Let's bring you back. I think I like how that looks. I realize it's really thin. It's fine. It's fine. And are you just Spike? You're going to be now. Okay, I need to give some colors to things. There we go. let's tab into here. Let's select the trim, hide that, select everything else. All of that gets to be collar. Come out here, get rid of color spike in there. Change the trim color to something. Let's change the spike color to something, just so it tells me that So I think that's going to work for me. I'll see. And am I still subdividing you? I think I am. I can join these, can't I? I still got to solidify, but I don't need that solidify. And I think I still want I think they still both have the sub D on them though, right? Yep, so I can just, let's just go ahead and do that. And now I'm ready to move this over. Dark Blood, color, G9. Okay, we got our DAS presets, so we're good. Export that. Back over to here. Let's hide you. So this collar is designed to line up with the color of the dress. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. We'll see. The idea is I'll probably use different D4 settings on that collar, so it's not super dynamic, and so it doesn't end up fighting the collar on top of it. At least that's the theory. Get that in here. See, Daz isn't too particular about which way your normals are, so that's going to work out. Let's go ahead and rig you to Genesis 9 favorites. You are going to be, I think I'm going to call you a bodysuit loose. We'll see how that works. Or maybe a dress. Long loose. I didn't select something, did I? There we go. So this is one of two vampire outfits I'm going to be doing. The other one will be Miss Transylvania. That will be loosely based off of the Geena Davis from Transylvania 65000. I have to say MS Transylvania because there's actually an MISS Transylvania contest out there. So I don't want to say Miss. I have to say Mrs. Transylvania. And besides, I'm woke, so there you go. What are we doing here? I'm checking. I'm seeing how this came out. I'm not overly concerned. Why are you not? Because I got the wrong right shoulder select. You're not attached. That's what your problem is, isn't it? Yeah, that's gonna. I think that's. I was looking at this earlier, and I think I can just smooth that stuff out with the weight maps. I'm gonna play with that just a little bit. What time is it? 8:15. I think I. What is going on here? Did I put smoothing and everything on this yet? I don't think it. Let's try that. Edit to geometry, convert to sub D. And you know what? I don't think I'm going to put the collision on here. Let's go into the weight maps. Let's expand you. Let's look for right shoulder. Let's turn you all the way up. Let's make you larger. I'm probably going to have to add some. Let's slowly. Oh, and you come on up. Oh, that's right. I forgot it does this. What I'm going to have to do is try to put a cut in here and get it welded to the other part of the collar. This is I hate this about DAS weight maps is it doesn't blend over gaps. So it makes things that aren't completely welded together harder to rig. So we're going to come back in here. We're going to do a little bit of tweaking on this. Um, so I'm going to add a loop cut, and then I'm going to try to do. So these should line up with points on here, and I should be able to do a merge by distance, and then that should uh, have it all welded together. And then I'll have these little polys on the inside, but that's okay. So what I need to do is come here, do that. I now have a bad poly there. That's okay. Let's switch to you. Let me see if I can do this. So I want to get these together. So I think what I need to do is just do my loop cut and line it up. Am I in edit mode? I am in edit mode. I got the wrong thing selected. So I think I can do that and just maybe get it lined up a little bit better on that. And then maybe select that and that. Merge by distance. And then I just have to do that a bunch more times for all of these ones. I think there's like 7 of these. So the idea is to get that loop cut in close. Probably good. Select that, merge by distance. So that's 2 down, 5 to go. Want that. I think I went too far. That's probably good. And then see if I can. Nope. There we go. Oh, I probably didn't merge the other one. That looks good. Over here. Oh, my, let's fix my view so I don't clip. That's better. There we go. There were two there, and then when we merge by distance, I think that just leaves the one. All right, that's three. I think I got the first one. That's why I'm not going back and getting it. That looks about right. And I think, there we go. Looking good. Three more to go. Oh, the TDM. Oh, I didn't do that right. There, that's better. It's good. Well, I got a couple here I probably should. Why were you guys not selected? Getting there. There we are. Nope. I think that was it. Here, let me just do something. I should have done this in the first place. Put the statistics up so we can see how many vertices we have selected. And we can kind of watch it drop in nearly half. Except this one isn't quite getting it. Had I been clever, I would have brought that up to begin with. Is good. Missed. Okay, we got 42. We got 21. Okay, I think I've got extra points on some of these, like that one right there. I think I got that one already. I think we still got two there. Do I still have two here? Still got two there. I still got two there. All right, let's see how this goes. Let's try this one. Okay, now these are welded. I should be able to weight paint evenly over those as opposed to what was going on because these weren't welded together. So let's put you back on. Let's export you like so. Back over here. Okay, you are garbage, so we're going to get rid of you and just rebring in the color. Oh, the arms moved. It'll be fine. Okay. Transfer tool. Genesis 9. Collar. I was doing a loose dress template because that seemed to be the one that kind of worked the best. I tried bodysuits. They weren't quite doing the trick for some reason. I don't know. Maybe I was just clicking on the wrong hair. I tried hair. Hair definitely didn't work. Oh, it's still thinking. There we go. All right, now we can go back to what we were doing before. And this time when I paint, it shouldn't, the spike shouldn't get separated. I'm going to be so disappointed if it does. Control X so we can expand that. We are looking for the right shoulder. We are weight painting, general weights, as opposed to kernel weights. We are smoothing. See, there we go. That works. It's not getting away now. Ha ha ha. We got you now. Oh, you think I would be able to smooth that out? It looks like it's slowly going. I'll probably need to morph that. Oh, and I lost my tool. Way to go, Daz. There, my tool's back. I wonder if that's coming off of a morph or not. Let's take a look. Do I have, I do. I'm in simulation settings, so that's why I'm not seeing. See, I'm looking for this. Are you causing that? See, that morph is causing that distortion. I don't know. Maybe I'll get rid of it. Maybe not. We'll see. I'll just reset that. Okay. Oh, I should have did it symmetrically. Damn it. Oh, perfect, Nugan. All right, let's check you. Obviously, you can bring those arms far enough up to kick that into the ear. I'm not going to really worry about that too much. I'm just going to smooth it out so that bend doesn't look so bad when it comes up. Also, I'm going to disconnect it from the head and the upper neck and stuff. What am I doing? I am left shoulder weight paint. I might go into ZBrush, but not today to fix that little imp. Although honestly, ZBrush should flatten out my spike. I wish I had a bridge to Blender like I do with ZBrush. That would make this so much easier. I thought I saw something. It's just a bounding box. Okay, let's see how... I'm going to tweak this a little bit more. We're going to save it. Then we're going to save everything out for weight painting or for substance painter. Let me see. Are you bending with the head? You are. You know what? You don't need to be. Do you have a head? You have a head. Do you need a head? I'm going to save this before I break it. And then we're going to remove some bones. You know what? I forgot to do the stuff I did earlier, didn't I? Surfaces, that. Apply the generic shader. Back over to here. Edit geometry, convert. Oh, I got the wrong thing selected. I think edit geometry, convert to sub D. Oh, Do I still got the wrong thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Edit geometry. Convert to 70. That's better. Edit geometry. Do I want a smoothing modifier on here? I don't think I may not need a smoothing modifier. I'm going to hold off on that. Um, Edit scene identifier. Let's get rid of this garbage here. And you're going to be an accessory for the neck. We'll do that. And then I'll go ahead and save this before I break it. You are dark blood color, accessory neck. Looks good. All right, now we're gonna get rid of bones. So I don't need all of these. So let's go into here. And to make things easier, I put the remove bone option right here on the toolbar, so I can just do this. And double check and make sure I'm doing the collar. I can't tell you how many times I've started doing this and realize I'm breaking the main figure. This is so much easier than coming over here and clicking and delete bone. This makes this actually not painful. Um, there we go. Do I want to get rid of neck too? That's the next question. I don't think I really need neck two. I'm going to leave neck one and we're going to touch it up. But I'm leaning towards no neck two. I'm not feeling the need. I probably don't even need neck one. And what I might do is I might add my own bones to kind of so it'd be nice to have a controller on here that we can deform this with that isn't tied to this figure. So that's what I'm thinking. So I think we'll lose the neck too. And I think for the time being, I'll leave neck one in here. I'm going to smooth that out a little bit though, but I think I'll leave that one. So we'll come over here to neck one. We'll go to the weight paint. I'm just going to smooth, what backups are. I should have done the symmetrical thing. I always forget to do that until it's too late. This is probably good enough though. I think we're fine. I think I'm happy with that. I think I can save this without crying too much later on. So I'm going to resave the collar. At some point, this all has to be fitted to Genesis 8 as well. Target exists. Yes, please. That should all be good. All right, let's give everything colors and save it. Where's my boots? I should save the boot pose too while we're thinking about it. I do remember what it was. This is the reason why we need these nice even numbers, increments of 5, because I can remember this stuff. What is I don't want currently used. I don't want simulation settings. I want parameters. Gosh damn it. So that was 35, and that toe is minus 35. There we go. Let's right to left. You know what? I'm going to save this pose as a hierarchical pose preset. Hierarchical pose preset is good. This will be the boots pose, G9. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have selected the parts before this, so we'll do this again. So the best way to do this is to grab the parts I want to save over here. So I want to do from the left foot to the right, and I don't want that twist, that thigh, and the shin. There we go. Now we can save this. Hierarchical pose preset. You're going to be the boot pose. I'm going to right click and check only scene selected. This is the reason why I take the time to do that. It's a lot easier to do it here than fumble through this stupid checkbox thing. Okay, wait a minute while that gets saved. Then we'll put colors on everything, export it out, and set it up in Substance Painter. Yeah, I mean, basically blacks and reds, maybe purple, dark colors. So black with other colors for the most part. And a white version, because we always have a white version. All right, let's color the stuff and export it out. So I'm going to select you, and select you. We'll start with the boot. We'll come over here to my generic shaders, which make this, and we just run through, double click, next, double click, next, double click. So much easier than trying to pick colors with that thing. DAZ PAs do have a tool, but it doesn't have as many colors, and I have more colors than that tool would actually. So it'll go through and it will randomly assign colors, but it doesn't assign that many. I want to say it's like, maybe 16, if even that many. And not, you know me, I've got way too many materials in most everything. That way I can do stupid tricks like make this transparent while this stays opaque. Or I can make the whole front transparent later on because I've got material zones that let me do that. I do want to make the sides completely transparent. On the other hand, we do have our little edges, so it gives you that nice finished edge when you do that. Like I have to explain this to to you all. If you've been here before, I've probably rambled about that a million times. 1,000,000 times. Moving along. 3 more to go. All right, we're ready. Now come back over here. Let's turn the resolution back to base. Let's make sure we have our smoothing off. Okay, now I'm ready to export that. Let's put a substance folder in here so we can put all the stuff that we're working with Substance Painter in. We're going to call this Dark Blood Outfit IDs. I might not. I'm think. I'm thinking. I think I'm going to leave the collar here for the texturing. Or do I want to move? No, I'm going to leave it. Sometimes I like to spread things out so they don't, don't get ambient occlusion on top of each other in weird ways. But I think in this case, this is going to be okay. If we get the AO interference there, and the boots are far enough away, I might get a little in here. I probably should. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So I'm going to save this again with no materials. Actually, I am going to do it in Blender because there might be some sharps in here that I'm going to get rid of. So we'll just, are you saved as anything? You're saved as boots. I'm going to just save you just to make sure we're good. Let's hide you. So let's import this. Let's tab in. I got sharps in the boots. So I'll clear all my sharps. I'll also shade smooth. This actually makes a difference in substance. That's going to be invisible. I think for the most part, I'm leaning towards putting kind of a transparency pattern in here. And Daz doesn't really care about normals that much. I think this is going to be fine. I think I'll save this twice here. Make sure we're using the Daz preset. Let's come into substance. Yo, Napsmore. Cruella de Vil's teenage party dress. Did she wear that in the movie? Or are you just thinking Cruella de Vil would look good in it? Because it's got the spiky collar. It's a vampire outfit. But you know that. You've been here. Materials, IDs, selected only. We're good to go. Let's do this again with no materials. No materials. And just so I don't get them confused, NM for no materials. We're good to go. I still have 17 minutes to play in Substance for a little bit here. Let's hit save on this. I'm going to close Blender down. I'm going to go ahead and save this as an outfit for now. Oh, that's right. She always had the, yeah. And the coat made out of Dalmatians. Actually, she didn't get the coat made out of Dalmatians. She wanted the coat. Didn't the evil queen in Snow White have a collar kind of like that too? Big collar up behind her head. Anyhow, I liked that big vampire kind of collar look, so I thought that would. So that's the reason. Also, we're going to use a big collar in the Ms. Transylvania vampire outfit as well. What am I doing? I'm saving you as an outfit. Wearable preset is the technical term. So I'm going to say exclamation point outfit. And I've got the wrong thing selected. So let's try this again. Oh, pitchy 9. We don't want the eyes. I do want to pose the feet, though. This gets tedious. Okay, so while that's going on, let's get Substance going here. When this comes back, I'm just going to close Daz down. Actually, I'm going to go look at my Spiderweb merchant resources. Most of these I picked up over at Renderosity. And somewhere in here, I got spider webs. And I don't remember which ones they were. Was it a Tenaeus? Cobwebs, that's what I'm looking for. There it is. Runtime, textures, cobwebs. See, that one's got spiders. Do we have bats? If we have bats, that would be really cool. I'm not seeing, I kind of like these. So I'm going to use these on the front panel. I think I'm going to put it on the collar, and we'll also do it on the side panel. Um, and of course, there'll be options where you don't have to use those, but I think so. Maybe something like that. Although that's so when you look at it, some of these gaps are a little funny. So that one just doesn't quite work. I would like them to be maybe a little thicker. That's kind of cool with little spiders on it. That's like a lace with a spider pattern. That, the fact that it's kind of meshed over a little bit, I almost like that one. And this one, I like the thickness, but I'm not sure about spiders. Spiders is kind of cute, but I don't know. Maybe that. Anyhow, I think Substance has launched. UV mapping and texturing have a. That is the reason why I pay money for Substance Painter. It takes it really. Hey, it's Rod Shelley. How you doing? Substance takes a lot of the tedium of texture. It speeds up my texturing a lot. It just makes I don't know, the ability to use like IT zones and the different material sets that come with it. I don't know. I just find it easier. Open. No, I don't want to open. I want new file, new project. If my often if my UV mapping's too tedious, I just do that projection thing and not worry and let Substance worry about it. That's one of the things I like about Substance is you can do the smart UV mapping where it just does that weird bundle from different angles and everything. Rod is censored in the shoutouts? No, didn't I hear Rod? I thought I heard Rod. I could have sworn when Charles did it, I heard it. Are you not seeing the censors or you're just not hearing it? Hanging in there, trying to decide you want to stay up and watch. Oh, lunar eclipse tonight. What time? See, Rod heard. That's the important part. The word is Rod. No, the word is the bird. A brain broke. I forgot what I was doing. Oh yeah, we're texturing stuff. Let's go get the dress or the whole outfit. Are you my whip folder? You're my whip folder. I want this one right here. No materials. Create 11 p.m. That means you're what, like an hour behind me? So that's like another hour from now. Is that what we're talking? Oh, 11 p.m. here. What is it? No, wait. When it's 11 here, what time is it there? Is it 7:50 where you are, Rod? Or is it 6:50? Brain stop. What happened? The loading failed. Why'd the loading fail? Oh, you know what? I got my UVs all stacked up on top of each other. My collar's not UV mapped. Dang it. I forgot to UV map the goddamn collar. Um, I gotta, we can fix this. So I need to move the boots over. Let's do that. There's my problem. I don't know what you guys are and why you're out there. Are you part of the zipper? You're part of the goddamn boots. You're not supposed to be way out there. Why are you all the way out there still? Bad boy. I have to re-UV map the freaking boots. That's what I gotta re-UV map. Here, let's get the boots moved over. I'm gonna move that up over there. I'm gonna come over here. 7:50. All right, you're an hour back. Take that. We're gonna slide you over. GX1. GX1. So that goes there. I don't know. Where are you? I have to remap these goddamn boots. That's all I have to do. I'm not getting to this today. Hoo hoo hoo. You know what? Let's get rid of. Let's separate you. Let's get rid of you. Let's select the boot zipper. All right, let's adjust the textile density on that. I thought you. Why am I not? Oh, there we go. So what are you? Oh, you're part of the boot. Oh no, I'm broke. Never mind. I gotta refix the UVs on the boots. Dang it. Let's try. So I'm not getting the substance tonight because I gotta redo the boots and it's almost time. It's almost 9 o'clock. Let's come back here. Don't save that. Come into here. I don't need. I'm looking for these boots. So you are broken. You look fine. What the hell happened to you? Did I have something hidden? I had something hidden. That's what it was. Oh, you're still not. I think I've got seams in here. But we got seam issues. That's what it is. Okay, now let's see if this fixes. Nope. Why are you? Oh, you know what? You probably need to be part of the cuff. Well, you are little separate parts, aren't you? Boot cuff. All right, let's try that. Probably okay. Okay, before I do that, let's seams from islands, then we'll do this again. Hey, that stayed together in one nice, neat little group. Cool. Let's move you over here. Because I don't have my packing set up for my custom box. Let's try that. That's better. Let's get you into the box now. Right about there works. Let's make sure I don't accidentally have anything hidden this time. Should be good. All right, export you out. I'm going to say UVs because I'm just going to update the UVs for the current boots. Let's do selection only, Boom. Back into here. All right, let's go into the Surface tab. Edit, load UV set. Let's get the fixed UVs in here. Let's come down here. So let's do, here, I'll show this. UV view. Okay, so that's the janky UVs. And we're going to fix those with the new UVs. At least that's the plan. All right, those are the new UVs. But this picture doesn't update, so we have to kind of toggle back and forth. There we go. So that's the current one. I think we're good to go. So I think I can export this all out again. I will fix that permanently later. There we go. Dress collar boots. Export IDs. Yes. Accept. Oh, I still haven't done the goddamn collar. Dang it. Dang it. Damn it. Okay, let me see if I can get this fitted in here. I don't need the custom target box. What I want to do is I want to do just TD to unselected. There we go. Move view, zoom in. Let's give ourselves a little room. Let's rotate. Can I fit you over here? Yeah, you fit over there. You're fine. And then I can update the UVs with this for that one. At least I think. So that's going to be color UVs. And we're past 9 now, so I'm going to call it a night here. So I'm making decent progress. Didn't quite get it in the substance, but we're close. Making steady progress. I'll probably be texturing this tomorrow, and maybe I can get the Genesis 8 version started if I can get a little farther along with the. I have to add some basic adjustment morphs in here before we do that. A little bit of rigging, and then we transfer to Genesis 8, refit that. Then Saturday, probably try to do the body morphs on these things. Sunday, special morphs, and maybe we'll be ready to start doing promos. Anyhow, thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. It was good to see everybody. Hey, if you're on YouTube, like and subscribe. That would be awesome. So I had a few setbacks, but that happens all the time. If you're on Twitch, stick around. We're gonna find somebody to raid. Let's see who's on Twitch tonight. I haven't seen Dr. DK on in a few weeks. If he's on, we'll rate him. Otherwise, maybe Dapster Dan. Of course, I didn't see Dapster Dan on last week either. So we are looking for Bad Tooth Records. We are looking for Dapster Dan. And then if we don't see them, I see Netosaurus Rex is on. DJ Ray is on. We've been writing DJ Ray a lot, so I think tonight maybe we go hang out with our good friend Netosaurus Rex. Cyrus Dana. Yeah, let's go say Zaire Stana. Cross stitching. Cross stitching all the time with our good friend Zaire Stana. She's getting ready to call it a night, but that's okay. We'll sneak in out. We'll sneak in on her tonight. We'll do that. Um, yeah, thanks for being here, Rod. Take care, man. What do we got? We got another hour. No, we got another 3 hours. 9, 10, 11, 2 hours. 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, 3 hours. 3 hours to the eclipse. Is that what it is? See if we can make that or not. Good luck on staying awake for that. Um, and with that, we got raid calls. If you can stick around, that would be awesome. Hey, buy my stuff at Daz. Check out my Discrod. And say howdy to Charles. And with that, let's go say hi to Zaire Stana. There is the raid call. If you're not a subscriber, here is the sub raid call. If you're super cool and you are a subscriber. And with that, slash raid. And we'll say hi to our good cross-stitching friend. Control V. There we are. All right. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. What? It's Thursday? It's Thursday. It's National Peach Day. So I hope you enjoy the rest of National Peach Day. And with that, let's go say hi to Zaire Stana. I think she actually lives in the Peach State, even though they grow more peaches in California. Um, oddly enough, not that many peaches actually grown in Georgia anymore. But anyhow, let's do this. Did I do the slash raid? I think I did. I think I didn't. I don't see it. So let me do that. Slash raid. I thought I did. Control V. I'm not seeing the raid showing up over here. Twitch has been funny that way. I think at some point it's just going to give up the ghost and say time to raid. How about over here? Do I see my raid coming up over here? I don't see my raid coming up over here either. God dang it. Copy those raid calls. Maybe the raid happened. I can't tell. Anyhow, I will catch you all hopefully Saturday, 1 p.m., and then we're back 8 p.m. for the Saturday Night Social. Hasta la vista, baby.